Have you ever tried opening a tight jar lid, or pulling your backpack up the stairs, or digging into the ground with a sharp stick? If you've done any of those things, you've used a simple machine. These clever tools help us do work easier, faster, or with less effort. And here's the best part. They've been around for thousands of years, and we still use them every day. Today, we're diving into the 6 simple machines, and learning how they give us something called mechanical advantage. Let's go! Let's start with one of the most famous, the lever. A lever is a stiff bar or beam that rests on a point called the fulcrum. You apply force on one side and the other side lifts or moves something heavy. Think of a seesaw on a playground, or a crowbar, a bottle opener, even a pair of scissors. Those are levers. There are 3 types of levers depending on where the fulcrum, load, and effort are. But all levers help us do one thing: lift or move things more easily. Now meet the pulley. A pulley is a wheel with a rope or cable around it. When you pull down on one side, the other side lifts up. Pulleys help us lift heavy things by changing the direction of the force, or even splitting the weight. Sailboats, cranes, elevators all use pulleys. You pull down, the weight goes up. Magic? Nope. Simple machine science. Next, the inclined plane. This one's super simple. It's just a flat surface tilted at an angle. Instead of lifting something straight up, you can push or roll it up the ramp with less effort. Think of a ramp for wheelchairs, moving trucks, or skateboards. The steeper the ramp, the more force needed. The gentler the ramp, the less force, but you'll go a longer distance. Inclined planes trade force for distance. You still do the same amount of work, but it's easier. Let's roll into the wheel and axle. Take a wheel, stick a rod, the axle through it. Boom, you've made something powerful. Wheels reduce friction and make it easier to move heavy things. Cars, bikes, pizza cutters, and even doorknobs use this simple machine. The wheel turns, and the axle helps transfer the force. Less effort, more motion. Without wheel and axle machines, we'd still be dragging everything like cavemen. Now twist things up with the screw. A screw is really just an inclined plane wrapped around a rod. When you twist it, it moves forward, digging in and holding tight. Used in jars, bottle caps, light bulbs, and even drilling machines. Screws are amazing at holding things together or lifting objects slowly but powerfully, like in car jacks or presses. Last but not least, the wedge. A wedge is like a moving inclined plane with a sharp edge. Instead of helping something move up, it helps split things apart or cut through. Knives, axes, nails, chisels, and even your teeth use wedges. They focus force into a small area, making them super powerful for cutting or piercing. Okay, so we've learned about all 6 simple machines: lever, pulley, inclined plane wheel, and axle screw wedge. But how do they actually help us? The answer: mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage tells us how much a machine multiplies our force. If a machine lets you lift a 100 kilograms object using only the strength needed to lift 10 kilograms, that's a mechanical advantage of 10. Some machines give more advantage than others. More mechanical advantage equals more help from the machine. But there's a trade-off. To get more force, you usually have to move something a longer distance. It's never magic. It's just smart design. Now what about efficiency? Efficiency tells us how well a machine uses energy. In real life, no machine is 100% efficient. Some energy is always lost, usually as heat, friction, or sound. So engineers work to make machines as efficient as possible. So we waste less energy and get more output from less input. That's why it's easier to ride a smooth bike than a rusty one. The smooth one uses energy more efficiently. Let's recap. Simple machines help us do work with less effort. There are 6 types: lever, pulley, inclined plane, wheel and axle, screw, wedge. They give us mechanical advantage, multiply our force. No machine is perfect. Efficiency tells us how much energy is used well versus wasted. These machines power everything around us, from scissors and skateboards to elevators and engines. Ready for your simple machines challenge? Find at least 3 simple machines around your house or school. Can you figure out what type they are? What job they help with? Whether they give you speed, distance, or force advantage? Even better, create your own mini machine using 2 or more simple machines together. That's called a compound machine. Think can opener or bicycle. Draw it, build it, test it, share it with us in the comments. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on that bell. Because next time we're using these machines to explore real-world engineering, like how roller coasters work, how levers launch catapults, and why ancient pyramids were simple machine masterpieces. Until then, keep asking questions, keep experimenting, and remember, science doesn't make life harder, it helps us make life easier.